Thursday. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich, he finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10. Rich, caught, it's Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Three yards remain for second down. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 57 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Rich. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Throwing on 1st down. Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw. Rich over the middle here to Wilson. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That one a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the ball comes loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Rich. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 3rd down, Rich. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. They run with it. It's Kelly, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rich, and a completion to Wilson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rich. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Rich. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
Come on. Pack the 60.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On second down, there's the option going left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
8 yards there, getting them out of danger. It's a first down. They'll run with Kelly. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Kelly. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Kelly. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Rich. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man. Complete. That's Stanley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. To throw on 2nd down. Rich. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. They'll run on first down. It's Stanley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
2nd and 4. Out to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. And we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a give right side. Stanley, and he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st and 10, Rich. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On first down, Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 3, second and a yard. Back to throw. Rich to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, it's Kelly. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Cowboys out on top as they've gone to the half. The Cowboys still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami, as the Dolphins are at home as well. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets at halftime. The Pats locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Operating from the gun. Rich. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw. Rich. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Operating from the gun. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. That's Stanley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stanley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that,
I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a 1st down with that catch.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Kelly, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And here now come the Falcons. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Flushed out right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stanley. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Kellen.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
first down. Kelly, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Fisher. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Kelly. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 2. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of